What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very important video that I need you to watch.
What is going on here?
Because nobody talks about this. Literally nobody in the space talks about this.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
And I'm gonna be sharing with you a few products and niches that you must avoid at all costs. If you start selling these products, I guarantee you're gonna have a headache. You're gonna have so much lost money. If you start selling these products, I guarantee you're gonna go through a roller coaster of emotions. You're gonna make a bunch of money, you're gonna lose a ton of money, you're gonna have so many chargebacks, refunds, run into so many issues, roadblocks, and trust me, because I've seen it all. I've sold products in almost every single niche out there that you can imagine for dropshipping, and I've compiled a pretty solid list of things that you have to avoid. So if you're looking to get started in dropshipping or you're already a seasoned pro, take my advice, take my word for it. I've had so many issues with this, and do not make the same mistakes as me. Maybe you guys have seen one of my other videos, maybe you haven't. I had a 6-figure business that was absolutely popping off, get taken down to $0 a day overnight, and that was heartbreaking. I don't want anyone to feel that same feeling that I went through, those same experiences. It absolutely crushes you, demoralizes you, and probably will take you out of the game for quite some time. When I had this first happen to me, when I first started with dropshipping, I literally quit for a few weeks. I was so down on myself, I was not in a good place. So trust me, you do not want this for yourself. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video. Jot down notes, save this video, do whatever you have to do, but take this all to heart. Now I know you guys all want winning products. You want the flip side of things. You want the good niches as well. So if you guys want access to my entire free winning product list, you want to see all my insights, resources, everything, go ahead and book a free consultation with me down in the link below. 100% free. I'll give you access to a free training and so much more. But anyways, let's jump straight into this video. And there are a lot of niches that you should probably avoid selling products in. There are a lot of products in specific that you should avoid, but I'm going to be breaking it down into the key ones that will give you a very broad understanding of what not to sell. And just before we get started, I did not forget about the winner from last week's giveaway. So congratulations to Interesting Insomnia for winning the custom built Shopify store built by me and the team at Outright Ecom. And again, the same giveaway goes for every single week. I'm gonna keep this up for as long as you guys want. Get as many people beautifully made, custom built Shopify dropshipping stores as possible. So all you gotta do is drop a like on this video, comment something interesting down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Those 3 things, you're automatically entered, and I'll announce the winner on my next week's video. Good luck. And also, these are the most common 5 niches that people sell products in. Chances are, if you're a dropshipper or you want to get into dropshipping, you've thought about selling one of these products in one of these niches. If not, you might even be selling it right now, and I really urge you to really take a look further into if it's worth it selling these products or not. So the first niche is pain creams or medical products. Now the problem with this is these types of products may not actually work, especially when you're working with suppliers that aren't known for quality assurance, that aren't, the top ones out there, that aren't the leading brands in the industry, that haven't spent hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on technology and trials for their products. Essentially, you're selling a pipe dream that will never actually work, and you're ripping off and straight up scamming so many of your customers. And this is a horrible way. It's not ethical. It's just a terrible way to do business in general, and you will not build a long-term profitable e-commerce brand this way. So any types of pain creams, little patches you can slap on your skin and instantly relieve pain, this stuff, I'm sorry, it doesn't work 99.9% of the time. If for whatever reason you have some crazy technological, advancing product that you've got from this local supplier who's worked with big box retailers or whatever it is, then sure, there's gonna be exceptions to everything that I mentioned in this video, but for the most part,
whatever's going on here, stop it immediately.
these types of products do not work. And I know there's some of the top dropshipping products out there right now, which is absolutely horrible. And it's also giving dropshipping and e-commerce as a whole a bad reputation when people sell products like this. Now I know what you're thinking, but Nathan, I don't really care. I just want to make quick cash. And sure, you can have that outlook when you're first starting out, not the right outlook in my opinion, but you will not make quick cash selling these types of products. Let me tell you why. The first thing that you're gonna see is you're gonna see tons of angry and upset customers with their product. When you explain to them that this pain relieving product will take away all their pain or will cure their muscle aches or whatever it is, and they actually use it and they don't have that experience with you, guess what's gonna happen? More often than not, these customers are gonna come charging right back into your email inbox, begging you for refunds, and if not, they'll just start opening up PayPal cases, they'll start opening up Stripe claims or Shopify claims, chargebacks, whatever it is.
Yeah, we want our money back.
And the absolute worst of all, they might even sue you. They might pursue legal action on you and your product. Not to mention your product might actually cause harm rather than good. I've seen that in some people's products. And so you have to be very, very careful with this because it can cause you an entire world of problems that you did not want going into this. All right, on to niche number 2. This is gonna be the electronics niche. And I know what you're thinking. There's so many great tech products and things like that. But when I say electronics, I'm mostly referring to any type of product that there's a good chance will not work or will have some sort of other problem that will cause you a liability. And what I mean by that is basically products with tons of manufacturing issues, with defects, broken products, or products that are prone to being broken and defective a lot, and also products that can easily get damaged in shipping. There are also some special rules around electronic products and whether or not you can ship batteries into specific countries and what types of batteries they have to be and things like that as well. So that adds another layer of headache and hassle when you're selling these types of products. But more often than not, you really want to look out for any type of product that can actually blow up or inflict damage or pain on a user. And I know that sounds, ridiculous for me to say right now in a video, but it's actually true. And a prime example of this was back in the hoverboard craze of like 2015, 2016. And during this time, there were actually a bunch of both dropshipping and big brands selling these hoverboards in which they all got from the same manufacturers in China. And this manufacturer was actually building them with defective batteries, and what was happening was they were blowing up inside people's garages and homes, inflicting pain, causing damage, doing so many harmful things to the consumer who pulled out their wallet and spent good money on your website to buy that hoverboard from you. So that is an absolute nightmare case, and I'm sure you probably won't have the same experience as that, but it just goes to show you have to be very, very careful when you're selling electronic products, and even more so when the electronic product is actually being used or consumed or put on your body in some way or another, because then it can actually cause harm, if not potentially kill someone as well. Which is a perfect segue into my next niche, which is actually consumables. So any types of pills, whether you're selling the idea of getting bigger muscles, improving sexual performance, there's a lot of products like that out on the market. And again, 99.9% of the time, they just do not work. They're not regulated, they're not approved. For these types of products, first of all, consumers want to go to the biggest and the best companies in the business. So you're already at a disadvantage there. And secondly, if you're just selling cheap crap that doesn't actually work and that's consumed by someone, man, you have a whole host of problems waiting for you to happen. The liability on that could be huge. People can sue you, and for everything you're worth. I mean, if you don't have a corporation, you're starting a brand new sole proprietorship or a new company just by yourself as a dropshipping store, and someone sues you because they consumed your product and it negatively impacted their health or caused some other serious implication to them.
I'm in danger.
Well, then not only did you do damage to someone, and you'd probably feel really bad about that, but you'd also be sued and you'd lose a lot of money. You'd have to shut down the business. You'd probably get so discouraged and go right out the door from dropshipping and e-commerce. On top of that, there are other unknown risks with these products. Usually there's shipping issues as well, and there's tons of regulations around what you can sell, to which customers you can sell, which countries you can sell, and all sorts of things like that. On top of that, a lot of these types of products are actually perishables, which means they expire at a certain point. And if you're ordering inventory, maybe to a warehouse, that's gonna cause you problems later down the line if these products start expiring, or consumers are gonna be mad if they receive their product and they wanna use it over a month and it expires in a week. So just tons of things to think about when it comes down to that. The easiest and best thing to do is just to throw those products out the window and avoid consumables at any cost. That's probably the worst one on this list. Niche number 4 is baby products. And man, this one can go either way. So you can sell some amazing baby products and make a ton of money and provide a lot of value to your customers, and it just be super smooth sailing. But at the same time, there's so many risks and concerns at play when you're selling baby products. I mean, one, you're gonna run into a super passionate audience or a group of moms, parents, things like that, and they're gonna be super pissed off and so angry with you if the product does not deliver and exceed their expectations. And seriously, you know, I haven't personally had this experience with a baby product yet, but I've talked to a lot of people who've had baby stores, who've sold baby products, and ran into so many angry parents. I mean, think about how passionate you'd be if you bought something, you know, maybe an expensive product for your kid, and it turned out harming them or not working as intended, or causing them, you know, causing the parents more headaches instead of the benefits you initially said that they would have. And so there's so many issues that come along with that. But the next thing is, a lot of these products can be unreliable and dangerous, and that would kill you, I think. If you literally sold a product, imagine some sort of like blanket. You see those baby products all the time, like blankets or things that they can like lie in, sleep in, change in. And imagine that for whatever reason, the baby got its face caught somewhere into the fabric and it could not breathe, or it suffocated, or it choked. Imagine the type of toll that would take on you just mentally as a person, let alone the type of impact that it would have if somebody were to sue you on your finances. But just imagine how you'd feel if you sold a product and it actually caused harm or killed somebody's young infant, which has happened. Like, this is no joke. This has happened with tons of baby products out there in the world. How would you feel? So I would say, like, really be careful about any products that you're planning on selling towards that market, because it's just, you know, it can be dangerous. A baby's not equipped to use a product the same way that, you know, a teenager or a parent or somebody else more competent would. A baby has no experience yet, and as soon as it gets inside of your product or whatever your product is, there's instantly a dangerous liability right there. And that leads me on to my fifth and final niche, which is kind of a given, kind of a no-brainer, but I do have an example of products that fit in this niche that everyone sells, and that's dangerous products, right? So anything that could potentially hurt or kill someone, you need to stay clear of that, unless you're a massive corporation, you spent tons of money on trials, technology, you've hired the best lawyers, you know, you figured all of these things out beforehand. If you haven't figured this out and you're launching a quick dropshipping store to make profits, do not sell dangerous products. There's so many other products you can sell that will not kill someone, okay? And you know, an example of a dangerous product could be some crazy food processor or blender in the kitchen. And I've seen these being sold all the time as dropshipping products. Now, there's tons of great kitchen products, and don't get me wrong, you can make a lot of money, they can do very well. But for me personally, when it comes down to selling products like that, I would be extra careful if at all even sell the product in the first place. Because again, think about how you would feel on a humanistic level. How you'd, you know, would you be able to sleep at night knowing that you potentially could be killing someone, hurting them, cutting off a finger, cutting off a hand with a product like that? Sometimes it's out of your control as a dropshipper. I mean, even if you think the product is 10 out of 10 safe, you might not know what the person from China, the manufacturer, is actually shipping to your customer. It might be completely different, and there's tons of cases. Like, I've seen so many times I've sold products and something different has showed up at my customer's door, and I've been like, what the heck?
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
When it comes down to products that are uber dangerous and you would need to have a lot of experience or, you know, operating experience, such as some of those certain kitchen products, I would just steer clear of them altogether, because again, you don't want that liability, you don't want that stress on your shoulders, you don't want to be the one who potentially hurts or kills someone. So that's pretty much it for this video. I know it was a little bit more serious and formal, but I just wanted to really drill home a few key points to you guys, because I don't want to see any of you make those mistakes. I've made some of them in the past. I know people who have had horrible experiences, and I'm glad to share at least a couple things, couple examples in this video that will hopefully steer you guys away from selling some of these specific products or products within those niches. So thanks again so much for tuning into this video. Don't forget to book a free strategy session. It'll be the first link down below if you do want to connect with me, and I'll see you in the next week's video. Peace.